It's an addiction.
Have you ever been into debt because of?
Of course, girl. My mom was a very impulsive spender. In South Africa, we were the first people to have phones. Yeah.
Do you also show like people love by buying things for them?
I'm such a giver. I
Really?
Like for me, if you're not giving gifts, I don't feel like you love me.
Okay.
So no, I don't really keep track of my spending because I have a lot of clothes that I don't wear.
A long time ago, when in varsity, when I would get like an allowance, then I spend my money on clothes, then I don't have food. Now it's just like, I'm hungry.
Eat your clothes.
I struggle with anxiety that comes with that.
Change anything? Like if you
No,
were to
I would change. The only thing I would change is that I would have more money.
Hello, everybody. It's we again on Onlyfacts podcast. Buki, how are you doing today?
I am doing okay.
This energy is very low. What
You too,
happened
your
now?
energy is low. We're all low.
It's been a long weekend.
It's been a long weekend. Tell me about it, guys. I don't know. Like this weekend,
Fire.
What have you been
we
up
say
to?
the Lord is our strength. You know, it's not strength, it's strength. Like let the poor breathe. I am good, man. You know what I'm saying? The energy is there. Don't worry. All is good. How are you?
I've been fine. I've been doing well. As I always say, I'm thriving, and that's what is important.
That's it.
So today we have like two special guests, and I'm the drummer here. So drum roll. So who do I give it to first? Manuuuu, do you want to introduce yourself to us?
Yes, sure. Thank you for having me.
Of course.
My name is Manuuuu, and I'm a fashion stylist and a creative director and a digital stylist.
Wow.
Yes.
So
Should we employ you on OnlyFans?
It's plenty.
Don't we need someone on OnlyFans?
We do.
yeah, so I have a fashion brand. And it's called Styled by Miss Manuuuu. So if you need to be styled, kind of send me a DM. Send me a DM and I will send you my rate card.
Wow.
You pay us for that, actually.
Okay, sorry.
Interesting stuff. Okay.
I'm not so sure if I know your name, but I know you're a South African
Piwe.
princess.
I'm Piwe. Okay, so I
Piwe.
will introduce myself. So my name is Piwe. My name is Piwe Myakama.
Whoa.
Originally from South Africa.
Nice.
I'm an HR manager. I work for skin and beauty and skincare. Yeah. In the fashion industry.
Interesting.
That's nice.
Awesome. South Africans. You were saying just before we started shooting that I do look like a South African.
You look so South African.
Really? It's the first time I'm hearing that. Like, sorry. It's the first time, but...
Because South African men are pretty.
But why do the ladies go for Nigerian men? Right?
Because they're men.
Okay. Do you want to go deeper into that? I'm not about to start like a tribal war here.
No. Okay.
Anywho, guys.
To the
I
topic
don't
of
care what
today.
these two are talking about.
Starting this conversation. No, we're not.
So, like I like to do my Brit accent once in a while.
Please stop normally.
Today we have we're discussing like an interesting topic, no? Spending habits.
Yeah.
Right? So we want to look into this whole concept of specifically like underspending habits, like impulsive buying, for example, right? And for that, we brought like our two amazing guests, Piwe and Manuuuu, because they are.
Was there a reason that you bought?
Oh, bro! Like the two of you.
Was there a reason?
From what I know so far, like you guys, I doff my hat, but I think the listeners are about to find out. So it's really about just going. I would say like on one side, one of the goals for me for this episode, right, is really understanding like what is the psychology behind like people who buy impulsively, right? Are there some how do you say ways you can deal with it, right? To mitigate it, right? Are there some downsides to it as well, right? I do know of many people who have they break their bank accounts and maybe even in debt, right? So those kind of stuff, right? What are the negative sides, right, of it, right? And how to just undo this in general, maybe after all, have better smart finances as well, right? And I do know people usually say it's not about how much you make, right? It's about how much you can save at the end of the day. But I think I'll usually also add to that, if you want to go really into finance, then it's also not just about savings, but also how much you invest as well, right? Because you then let your money work for you to make more money, right? But in the first instance, if you don't even have anything to save, there's nothing to invest, right? And if you're spending everything, you know what I'm saying? Then there's
from hand to mouth, from hand to out,
right? Yeah. So that's what I really want to unpack, right? In this conversation, also, at least from my side, and I think maybe I'm gonna start with you, Piwe, on this one, right? First of all, a very direct question to get to the point. Do you think you're an impulsive buyer?
I'm definitely an impulsive buyer.
Good, thank you. She's even
that's just what you need to hear.
She's
yes, I am.
With your chest.
Good.
Definitely an impulsive buyer. I'll tell you why.
Tell me, yeah.
There's always justification, right?
Oh. She said, of course, there's always a reason why
people that buy impulsively. There's always a reason why they need that thing that they don't need.
But tell me about it.
So how I see it, I work so hard for my money.
I like where this is going.
And she has to spoil
I work so hard for my money, so I feel like somehow I need to get some kind of gratification, right? Therefore, I work hard for my money. Therefore, the gratification comes from buying stuff. I'm very impulsive. If I'm sad, if I'm happy, if I'm feeling a little bit down, actually for every emotion, I need to get something. They don't call it retail therapy for nothing. I'm very impulsive. So the impulsive comes from the emotional...
From an emotional state.
Emotional perspective.
Yeah.
I go through a breakup. I need outfits
to get
Bro.
Wow.
I need outfits. I just, it's like when I walk into a shop, I understand this is a problem. I do understand it, right? So I walk into a shop, it's like a whole demon just takes over. It's like I can't think logically anymore. It's like I can't think logically anymore, and I go in, I'm just like, I need to get this, I need to get this, I need to get this. And this is how I plan my life. I plan my life through outfits. I also love clothes. Okay. So maybe that's the impulsive perspective from it, because I really love clothes. And if I see something that's cute and I'm just like, okay, this is my outfit Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I can wear this top.
Why do I feel like you have so many clothes with tags in your wardrobe that you've not still worn?
No, I'm not that girl though. I wear my clothes. The clothes I buy, I'm not the person who just keeps clothes in the closet, whatever. No, I wear my stuff. I feel like I had, if I had money, I'll probably never repeat an outfit. Ooh. Because it's only good for one day.
Could you please say that again?
Wow. Wow.
Okay.
I feel like if I had the money and I had maybe I would never repeat an outfit, because after the first wear, then it's old. Then it doesn't give me it doesn't give me the same feeling again.
I thought I had seen it all, man, but there are levels to this thing, guys. Okay, but tell me, okay, so good. So on one side, you already talked about you as a person, right?
Yeah.
How you buy things, right?
How impulsive I am.
And how it comes from an emotional state, right? I have a feeling that even a lot of brands and stuff, they probably play to this. Of
course.
I wouldn't be surprised if they are even running ads for on Facebook and stuff for people who have just recently gone through a breakup or a divorce or something.
Yeah.
and they know like you're gonna click on that stuff,
Of
right?
course you
Because
will.
like there is this, like psychology behind it.
There has to be definitely psychology behind it, because when you walk into a store, like once you buy from a store, then you get like the feedback, like all over social media. Like if you buy from a Zalando or whatever, you buy sneakers, they like their advertising is on you. It's just like, we have your size on this. You clicked on this
So
picture.
almost like they're tracking like yeah.
It's like
So
an
you-
addiction.
Yeah.
It's an addiction.
Have you ever
Okay.
been into debt because of?
Of course, girl. I'll tell you a funny story in varsity. So in varsity, I lived on noodles and cornflakes because I wanted to shop. So
Wow.
whatever allowance that my parents gave me, I spent it on shopping.
Wow.
And then I was just like, so it like, this is this demon I'm talking about. It's like, sometimes
Who is a pastor here? Or I don't know.
we can survive on 100 euros. Like this is what the voices in my head saying. It's just like, girl, okay, you can survive on 100 euros. You can get noodles, and you just like, as long as you have this outfit, like, right? I've done that. I've been on. I have spent rent money on clothes.
Wow. Give me your fellow impulsive buyer.
Because I've been hearing that say, so I can
Because
feel like
do you know
agree to
why?
this.
Do you know why? Because I was just like, okay, so if I buy this, right? So I'm gonna be short on rent, but I can double it next month. It's okay. I'm cool. I can do it next month.
Wow. Interesting
So
stuff.
it's very toxic.
Yeah.
Okay. Just like take a pause on that.
Yeah.
Right? I'm curious to hear from Manuela's
Yes.
perspective. Right? Like for you, like what is
What are your impulsive
like
habits?
how is this for
buying
you,
habits?
like in general, when it comes to this like buying
Yeah.
stuff, right?
So I feel like it always depends. Like I wouldn't say that I'm an indefinite impulsive buyer, but my weakness is also clothes. So
Wow.
That's
if
why
you-
you're stylish.
So, and I feel like if I'm promoting my brand, it would be weird if I'm not looking stylish myself. And if you look into my fashion cards right now, you'll be like, okay, she really and I mean, I plan on getting those stuff. Most definitely, I have to. And
You don't
Yeah.
you don't have to. I don't think you have to.
I do. I need to promote my brand, so it's important that
Okay.
I buy those things.
So these
I
things
would
that you're
say-
buying, do you think they're like a need? I understand that you already put
Yes.
your buying into like business or something, but do you think they are like needs? Because you could style other clothes, other outfits that you have.
Yes, but I feel like it gives me like a sense of fulfillment, to be honest. If I have like an outfit in mind and I need to buy it, then yes. Sometimes I feel like, okay, I might have something similar in my closet, but having that particular piece of clothing is important so that I feel, it's not even like I'm not even doing to, I don't know, get compliments or anything, but it's really just so that I can like fulfill the
This
hunger.
age.
Like,
Yeah.
You said your hunger.
like I need to quench
So,
it.
so it makes you feel good.
Yeah,
in general,
definitely. Yeah, definitely.
Right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, let's look at this. Like, so both of you, like, clothing is like the highest thing you spend
Yeah.
money on.
Yeah,
would
yeah,
you say?
yes, definitely.
Okay, interesting. Do you have other kinds of, I don't know, like things that you buy also like impulsively outside of like fashion clothes?
I do. So like I like so like, you know, when you were a little girl and you always dream of like things, right? So I do horse riding. So horse riding is an expensive sport. Like nobody needs to do horse riding in Europe. Like nobody.
But you do.
I do.
Just?
I do.
How
because,
often do you do that?
So I've got lessons every Sunday.
Wow.
Got lessons every Sunday, but I'm getting better. And then I do Pilates as well. So I've got an instructor who comes because Pilates is just like, I don't like gym, right?
Okay.
But Pilates just do the thing. So like, I just want to live. Do you know where it comes from? It comes from a point of like, I just want to milk this life for whatever it can offer, right? Whatever it can offer. I don't know how long I'm going to live for, but I just want to milk this life for whatever it can offer. So if I've got the money now, like I'm not even a person who's thinking about retirement. I'm not thinking about retirement.
So you don't have plans for the future. You're just spending for the now.
You live for
the
today,
now.
right?
I live for the thrill. That's the honesty. Whether you agree with it or not, I live for the thrill. I live for the now. Maybe there's some psychological issues behind it, but like, I just like to enjoy moments now.
And like, I mean, I don't think there's really like anything bad with that, to be honest.
Yeah.
You say,
Really?
for real, like, because I feel like, I mean, like, it's so on one side, right? Like, there's the whole like the spending stuff we're talking about, right? And I feel like if you're able to do it within your means, right?
Yeah.
Within what you're able to afford, right?
Yeah.
Which is why you say like, yeah, I make my money and I want to take care of myself, right?
Yeah.
I want to live the life, right? Some people say like, I want soft life, right?
Yes, definitely.
You say definitely, right? And if you can sponsor that life, right?
Why not?
Then why not, right?
But it's also good to save.
To save, so which is another point we're coming to, right? So, but it's first, I think for me, right, it's just like laying down this fact that there's nothing bad like in having this, you know, this wish to like want to, like, you know, enjoy yourself, right?
Yeah.
Like you work for your money, like. Yeah, you don't want to think about like what's going to happen in, I don't know, 20 years.
One point is you
Right.
work for your money and there are times you want to just spoil yourself. Like, oh, I've done this, I've worked this hard and I want to reward myself.
Yeah.
There is that one. But there is one that is not reward. Every time you are rewarding yourself, today you buy this clothes, tomorrow. When is the time you don't have to reward yourself? Like, do you get? So from there, you don't even plan for the month. It's not like this month I have 500 saved to buy something. No, as it comes, like I'm just going to buy this one. I see something, I'm buying. I don't think that should be something that should be pushed.
Yeah.
So for you not, right? So you think this is not a way to...
I don't think that's it. For me, I plan. The only thing I feel like I buy impulsively is food because my cravings are weird.
You see.
There's
So
always
everyone has their own...
Everybody has their
Everyone has
own
what they
thing.
spend money on.
Exactly. Like, yes. So everybody has that thing where they spend
My own
money
impulsive
on.
buy is investment or putting money in crypto and all this things. Hey, God.
Yeah.
May God deliver me.
It's gambling.
In this current bull run, I better make it or else. Let's not go there. But I have a feeling like everyone has their, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone has
Everybody
that
has
thing
their
where they
thing.
like,
Yeah,
you know.
definitely.
Yeah.
And it's like like no matter how like close to the wall you are, you're gonna find some way to dip into to bring that money out to do that stuff, right?
Yeah.
And it's a question of like, what value does it bring to you as a person, right?
Satisfaction.
You know what I'm saying?
Satisfaction
You know?
it brings,
So
yeah.
like, what value does it bring to you as a person? But there's one angle I also want to like, I want to explore, which is like maybe where does this, you know, where does it really come from?
Yeah.
Right. Because I think, you know, for some people, I mean, I think we're also like having this
We
talk
had
back,
a conversation,
right?
yeah.
And you were saying like for you, like, you know, like you kind of like picked this up like from your parents or like from your
Yeah.
mom, for example.
Yeah.
And like she would like just the kind of person who's like this Sunday, like we're going shopping.
Yeah.
No, or like was this Sunday
Yeah.
or school or something like
Yeah.
you cancel
During the week. During the week.
During the week, right? So like yeah.
So-
no, let's explore that. Tell me.
Let's explore. Let's explore. So, like, you pick up habits about money from family, from parents, or whoever. Like, as a kid, you grow up and you just like, okay, what's money? Whatever. You pick up habits. My mom was a very impulsive spender. She wanted us. I think in South Africa we were the first people to have phones. Like, she wanted us to have everything, right? Like, on some days she would be like, it's on a Thursday, and she would be like, "You're not going to." I know it's not normal for most mothers. She's like, "You're not going to school today. We're going shopping."
Tell me about it. Like you're canceling school to go for
Canceling school. This was my mom, but maybe she knew deep down that she didn't have a long time to live with us for us to experience. So she's passed on, by the way.
I'm sorry about
so
that.
those are the moments I cherish the most. Like, okay, you don't feel like going to school today? Okay, that's cool. We're canceling school. Like, of course, this is like controversial. A lot of parents would be like, no. But I want to put a disclaimer that school was important in my home, whatever. But my mom could sense when there was a down. She was also like playful like that to say, okay, this is downtime. We're not going to school today. We're going shopping. Let's do it, right? So
I would say so. So basically, like you grew up like in a very comfortable like like you guys were rich.
No, we were not
but
rich.
You were doing okay.
We were not rich per se.
Okay.
So it was, we're affluent, not rich.
Okay.
Not wealthy.
So
but affluent.
So you're rich, you're not wealthy.
We're not wealthy, so there's no like generational wealth from my family. But
you guys were doing okay. Like
we were affluent.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you learned, and this was like a way, like probably your mother also showed love to you guys by taking you shopping.
Yeah.
Do you also show like people love by buying things for them? Like, I don't know, like
I'm such a giver. I
really?
give.
Tell me about it.
I gift.
Do you buy things for like your boyfriend or like your exes and like
of course.
Really? Oh my god.
But I wanted to reciprocate.
must feel good to be dated by you.
But I wanted reciprocated though.
What's
like
the most expensive gift you got someone?
A watch.
How much was it? May I ask?
But it was in South Africa, so it was, I don't know how much 5,000 rand is in euros, but it was in South Africa. So I love gifts. My love language is...
So you also love receiving?
I love receiving gifts, and I love to give gifts. So like for me, if you're not giving gifts, I don't feel like you love me.
It's the way some people will say you don't buy them food. You don't.
You just don't
That's your own.
No, I'm not saying that. That's my problem. So I want to ask Manu a question. Do you keep track of like your spending?
No. Actually, no, I don't. But like, I mean, so I see like if money enters my account and then I look maybe like at the end again, like I can see that there's almost nothing left. So, but like, so no, I don't really keep track of my spending. But like,
you just spend it as it comes.
Exactly. So exactly. So I just spend it at.
Some people don't pay rent like this auntie. Okay, no, you pay rent, but you won't use your rent to buy.
I suffered.
You see that whole. No, okay, but for you like you take care of like the.
No, So I pay what I have to pay, and then, but to be honest, sometimes I also buy something before my salary even lands.
Oh my god.
And so I do that sometimes. And sometimes it's like very how do I say? Like sometimes it's really like close that I overspend, and then like for example when everything is like gone, I'm like, oh, like it's just a little that I can't, like I wouldn't have been able to pay this. And but like I'm trying to be better actually. I'm trying to be better.
So I was talking to a friend of mine. I was talking to a friend of mine today. Like she would have been a very good person for this topic too. And she's like, I deleted my Klarna.
That Klarna is the devil.
I'm like, why did you do this? She's like, like last year, before the salary enters, she already bought things. And like there's even sense of fulfillment when you've already paid for one thing. It's like, okay, I've paid for one thing, then I can buy
another one. So which means you're adding more debt as you're clearing one, you're adding more into it.
I try to be better though. So like I try to have a budget. So you have the budget
itself. You have a budget.
That I never follow. Okay. So like it makes me feel better when I have a budget, and then I'm just like, I've got this this month, right? So I'm gonna save this much and whatever. I got it on Excel. But when the money drops,
you just go. And that's
Have you ever
true.
followed the sheet before? Your
No,
budget plan?
to be honest, no.
Manu, do you have a budget? No.
No.
Wow. What am I even asking?
Yeah, no, I don't.
So it's kind of just go with the flow.
Yeah, I really like it depends on how I feel, how my mood is. And also like if I have places to go, because like I'm a person, I always feel like if I have like an event or something, or I'm going to someone's birthday party, like I need a new outfit. And there was something Piwe was saying that like there are some things that you pick up from your childhood, and for me, or like it was always that like if there's, I don't know, maybe Thanksgiving service in church or something, like my mom would always like buy new clothes
Special.
special new clothes either for church or like if we're going to a party or something, like you have to buy something new. So for me also like today, like now it's like I also follow, not always, because
I
like
wanted
really
an
if I don't have
outfit
money,
for this podcast.
no, honestly, if it wasn't like, to be honest, if it wasn't so spontaneous, like I also would have probably like bought something.
Wow.
But like because
What is now left for we the host? Like, because how many outfits are we going to be wearing?
When I'm here every time, I be buying clothes every time.
Mr. Producer, maybe you should, Okay, but
but like that's also what I myself am learning with being a fashion stylist, is that I'm trying to also like for people create outfits with clothes that they already have.
Right?
Because I have a lot of clothes that I don't wear, like I've also never worn, and it's sometimes you like, and that's also the problem, because like you're always in this cycle that you feel like you need to have something new, and then you buy it, and then sometimes it's like, okay, like you think about it and it's like, okay, did I really need this?
Right?
And like at that point you can't even return it. So you just have to like keep it now, because like what else will you do with it?
Another thing is your style might evolve too. Like, so you don't want to wear that particular
exactly.
That's why I wear things immediately when they still hard.
So there are different people in this. The people that buy and wear it immediately, even if they don't need it. And there are people that just buy down and like it's just there. They just want to be seeing clothes with tags in their wardrobe. And that will not stop them from buying. They keep buying and buying.
Right.
And then at the end of the day, you have to dash out what you actually impulsively bought. You just dash it out to people. So at the end, you're just wasting money.
But sometimes you have like, for example, me, I feel like sometimes I have attachment issues with my clothes.
I have attachment issues with my clothes.
Like, it's very hard for me to like
let go.
Because like there are pieces of my clothes, like I can't lie, I haven't worn it in a year, but like
you still won't
because I'm like there will be a day that I might need this. I will need to wear this, and
and also when you gain weight and lose weight, you're just like, okay, that dress is my inspiration to lose weight, right? Like when you go through I've got dresses from 10 years ago and I'm not letting them go, because I'm just like, one day you and me will be there.
So I want to ask a question. I don't know if any of you could ask. What's like the most expensive thing you've bought and you regret that you bought it?
Okay, for me it was like I bought some boots. Actually, no, it wasn't the most expensive, but like it was like total fail, because I bought it because it was on sale. So I'm a person also impulsive, like I
live on sales.
Exactly. So I live on sales. I don't even buy clothes original price. Like you can never catch me buying clothes original price. But from like that's most times my excuse that it's on sale, so I can't buy it.
There's also psychology behind this thing. Because a dress, or I don't know, a top that costs normally like the real like price, right? Is 20 euros, right? Then they are going to print on it 40 euros, and then they'll tell you they are doing 50% / sale.
Yeah.
And then you're like,
It's crazy.
It's 50% off.
No, but sometimes it's actually true.
Bro, come on.
I see it so much on Zara. Like, you see the actual price that they were selling it. Sometimes when they're even doing sales and you go back to the store, you see the same clothes you bought for that price.
I'm just saying the psychology behind some of these things. At the end of the day, these guys are not making losses.
Yeah,
you need to know that.
Yeah,
you know what I'm
that's
saying?
true,
Absolutely.
And so I always feel like it's on the side of the buyer. Like, don't buy stuff because it's on sale. Like, bro, I don't know. Like, do what you will with your money.
Yeah,
Do what you will. Do what you will with your money. But I feel like something is on sale is not a reason to buy shit. Like, buy it because you need it. You know what I'm saying? But because I feel like there's some psychology these brands are using on you guys.
Yeah, but the sale is like just the cherry on top.
Yeah, the sale is attractive. So I have this friend because she would be shopping and whatever, and she used to carry a red marker so the husband doesn't know. She used to put everything 50%
Okay, now that's another level.
not that bad. But she would be like, this man thinks I'm spending so much money on clothes. Like, she 50% on the tags. No, it's a problem.
Like, she does that like in the store, like.
And she
after she buys it,
she buys the stuff and then she puts them in the boot. Now you need to walk home with it. Just like, baby, I bought this. Look, it was
Oh my god!
Wow.
Okay, well, interesting stuff. But I also want to explore like this angle of like, I don't know, peer pressure and like societal, like social media and like all of this stuff, right? Is this something that you guys feel like hard to? Because I mean, like spending not just in terms of like buying clothes now, that's one thing, right? And you feel like every other person is having this stuff, right? And I also want to like, I don't know, like get on the trend, right? Like, is this something that also like affects you guys? Like, you see someone wearing something nice and like, I want that one, right? Or you see someone like traveling somewhere or like, I don't know, like, yeah, it could be anything for anyone, right? But like, what is the influence of, and yeah, like, do you also say this is like part of a big problem,
Well, definitely.
Or you just do you because you do it because you want to do it, right?
I just do me.
You don't get influenced like
I just do me. I just do me, honestly. So like, because people are wearing certain things on social media, it doesn't affect me. I really just do me because like I want to be authentic. I want to show up. So every day is a runway for me. It's my life.
Whoa.
Wow.
This is words of mouth, guys. Just look at that. Every day is a runway for me.
Every day is a runway for me because clothes make me feel good. I show up. I'm present. I'm Piwe in that moment. So like I it's not about social media and girls doing Dubai or whatever. No, I'm not about that vibe. So I love really authenticity. And I like to show up as myself, and I want to show up. Yeah.
There's a saying we say like the way you are dressed is the way you are addressed.
Yeah.
Something like this, right? And I think this is.
And first impressions are real. Humans are humans, right? So how they see you dress, how they judge you based on that, and you can never recover from that.
Yeah.
So for me, I like to show up. Like it's my thing. It's my, I don't know, like my, what is Beyonce's person again? When my alter ego. It's my alter ego. So I love to show up, especially in spaces in Europe, right? Because I'm a black girl, South African. I'm normally the only black person in the midst of everybody else. So I like to show up, and I feel like I'm carrying it for the rest of Africa. So if I show up authentically as myself, with my fro, with my this, with my, I just want them to know that black girls are gorgeous.
I love
and
that.
them is just like,
for this, I agree with you. Like, you can spend as much as you want for this one. Just to,
so that is
to help us make a statement.
So whether it's an excuse or not to spend impulsively, but I go in for that. I get a kick from that.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice. I have a friend.
Awesome.
Based on your question, she follows, if you check her Instagram timeline, she follows several stylists. So once she sees one that puts one clothes together, she's like, I'm going to get this. I'm going to get this. And that's why she keeps buying
stuff,
every stylist that joins clothes. She's like, oh, this is good. So I don't know. Get a budget.
No, I mean like, but maybe linking that, right, to, I think maybe before we go to like maybe how to deal with impulsive buying. So what are some of like the sides or like, the downsides, right? I want us to explore like some of these downsides, right, of impulsive buying and bad spending habits. So from you guys' experiences, like what you've said so far, are there like negatives, right? She's already smiling like it's like she has a ton of them, right? Are there like some downsides to it? Like what are some of the disadvantages, right? And are there things like you've learned from, or it's like you never learn? Like,
You never
One
learn.
question, like, are there advantages of impulsive
Yeah,
buying?
they already said that. Like, she feels good. It
they-
makes you like
yeah.
you enjoy. You said like
Okay.
yeah,
If
like,
you
So,
say
so
so.
the advantages is instant gratification, right?
yeah.
So you feel good at that time, but the repercussions is that, so like I started this habit a long time ago. I didn't realize I was starting it a long time ago. When in varsity, when I would get like an allowance, then I spend my money on clothes, then I don't have food. Now it's just like, I'm hungry.
Eat your clothes.
That's what my mother would say. Why? That clothes is why?
Exactly. My mom, I would call my mother, I don't have money. She's just like, girl, but it's not payday yet. You have to wait. I sent you money. So now, like, I ate different flavors of noodles.
Bro.
Have you guys seen? There's one video on Instagram, like for perfume lovers, because I'm one of them.
Ah.
I'm not, but I don't buy impulsively. So you see, like someone puts a fry pan or a pot and put all the perfume inside. Like they are hungry, but they use all their money to buy. I see that offer. I'm like, okay.
So the downside is anxiety that comes with that. I struggle with anxiety that comes with that. So now I spent my money on frivolous things. I've looked hard. Yes, I felt good. But now what? What about rent, girl? Because the landlord is like, where's my rent? So the anxiety that comes with not having money,
Not being able to meet up like with your other financial
responsibilities.
responsibilities and obligations.
Yeah, the other, it can bring a lot of anxiety and a lot of depression, and you're just like, yo, why did I do this? Yo. But I didn't really need that outfit. I didn't really need to be out there. I didn't need to be buying champagne. Like, honestly, I could have used this €100 for lights.
Yeah.
I could have used this for this, right? So, like, yeah, so it comes with a lot of anxiety and depression.
What about Manu?
So I personally feel like, so it depends. If you, let's say, for example, like you have the money to pay immediately, then okay, fine. But if you're, like you mentioned it, if you're using Klarna, for example, and they give you like
This Klarna.
they give you like 30, yeah, so they give you 30 days to pay up. And then there's this thing that they have that, for example, if after 30 days you are still not able to pay, you can, I think you like pay a small fee, is it like €2? So it depends like on how much your order was. But let's say, for instance, I don't know, your order was €60, for example. To extend it to another 30 days, it's going to cost you €2. And you're just like, oh, it's just €2. It's not a lot. And you like shift it to the next 30 days. Within that 30 days, you are still going, exactly. So you're still, so you are really incurring debts. And yeah, at the end of the day, like you really won't be able to pay. And that's also like where then another anxiety comes in, that you're like, oh, like I need to pay, but I don't have the money. How do I do? That's like, I feel like number one really is this incurring of debts. That's if you don't, like if you don't have the money to be paying like immediately. Yeah.
But let's say, do you have other points you mentioned there?
No.
So let's say you have the money, right? So which is, so debt is not your problem. Right, so you can pay the stuff.
Money is never enough, though.
Yeah, it's never
Bro, but
enough.
there's levels to money. You know what I'm saying? Like there are people who like they really do have the money.
If you Elon Musk, yes. But when you have the money, then you up
You also
everything.
want like
yes.
yeah, your expectations like keep going higher and higher, right? True thing, true to that. But I mean, on average, if we say like money wasn't a problem, right? Like, what are some of the other things like? There's really no negative, no? Is there?
No.
I mean, it's just money because it's money that you're using to buy.
The reason we are even here in Europe is because of money.
Yeah.
The reason we even wake up in the morning to go to work to say, I've reported to work, yes, ma'am. It's because of money. We do everything because of money. If there wasn't, like, if I didn't need money,
you own your clothing brand, or you have.
I would just go get my clothes, wear clothes, like sip cocktails at an island, bro. Like,
but I feel like for me, like that would be like really like extreme measure. But like if you're like let's say your impulsive buying, it's not necessarily clothes, but I don't know, decoration stuff. Like, how much can you buy? Like, at some point, you start hoarding and like, you turn into a messy, and then, like, you have, like, multiple things, the same things in your house, and, like, everybody's just looking, like, everywhere's just looking very clustered and stuff. So, there's also, like, this possibility that you become, like, a hoarder of things, things that you don't need. Or it can also be clothes, not, you literally don't have space in your closet anymore, but you're still buying, and, at some point, like, you would have to buy, I don't know, a second wardrobe or a third one or a fourth one, and you're just hoarding clothes unnecessarily.
So I think maybe one of the so maybe not directly like downsides, but one of the things I wanna like you know think about here is also looking at like what we said at the beginning, like the psychology behind why people do this. And I feel like most times if you don't deal with like whatever it is, like that inner could be trauma, it could be whatever for like different people, right? Maybe not like on you guys' level. I mean, on some level it's also just like I like the stuff I'm buying, right?
Trauma also.
But there is I think on the one where, especially like when you're just buying stuff and like just filling up the house with the thing, right? And I think a lot of people need to pay attention, right? So where you like take a step back, right, and like really trying to understand like what is the core
source of this problem.
You know what I'm saying? Because there are people who also spend money because maybe they just never like felt accepted, you know, like growing up or like in their life, and they feel like they need to always like prove a point, you know.
So we're going deep now.
Therapy session.
We're going deep. It's a therapy session.
You know what I'm saying? Like people who feel like safe space. Thank you. You know, they feel like they need to prove a point to people, right? And I think like the downsides of that is like you keep going deeper and deeper and deeper. It doesn't heal that wound, right? And at the end of the day, like you kind of like come off worse for it, because you realize the people who want to be in your life, they're not in your life because of the things those things exactly, right? And it takes you even much further, like because then you don't see that acceptance that you wanted, that you thought like this thing would give to you, right? And I think that could be like something as well that
we could be looking at.
You could be looking at, because a lot of people like it needs to start from like really going back and asking yourself, like, you know, where does this, you know, really come from? The way you're smiling at me.
Another
like,
thing is, do they see it as a problem? If you
that's
don't see it as a problem, then there's nothing for you to look back or sit down and think, should I improve on this? If they enjoy it, it's their money.
But I've had a look at it, right? So because I went through a phase where I was just like, I need to dig deeper. Like, what is happening? You know, when you're just like, what is happening, right? But the problem is that the people I attract in my life, the people that are my best friend, are exactly the same people. So I attract the same people.
You also attract the same kind
as me, right? So we justify it. We'll be on the WhatsApp group. We justify it like, girl, you can't compromise on skincare. You can't compromise on perfume. Like, this is you, right? So your friends hype you up. But I did have a moment of sitting down and just like asking myself, where does this thing come from? Why do I feel like I need to show up every time, right? So I'm that friend when they say, no, babe, it's a casual lunch. Dress
Just casually.
dress casually. Me, I arrive. Okay?
You are right.
Come
You
with your
are
majesty.
those people that they say you dress more than the bride.
Yeah. So funny, like I had not been invited at someone's wedding actually, because you're just like, no, you're gonna outshine.
Oh
me.
wow.
Like
My-
you had this situation.
Yeah, I did have the situation where the bride was just like, I'm not inviting. I thought she was joking. She didn't invite. She really didn't invite
Okay,
me.
that's some level of yeah.
But
Okay.
insecure. So I was thinking, it's insecure because if you're the bride, you will outshine whatever. But like, what is this thing about me that makes me like feel like I need to be like better than everybody, right? Yeah, I haven't figured it out. So
Yeah,
so
I mean,
this is
yeah,
social.
I mean, I think this is something to kind of like before we wrap up, right?
Yeah.
Which is just like, how do you deal, with this, right? If you find yourself in a situation where you feel like you're, like always buying like lots of things for no reason, and like you just spend.
Yeah.
I mean, like on one side, there is also like thinking about the future.
Yeah.
Like you said, like for you just want to live in the moment, and I was like, yeah, like I feel like there's nothing wrong with that if someone just wants to live in the moment,
YOLO.
right? Or like, how would you want to like think about, like, what do you think you can do better, right, when it comes to like your spending habits and like dealing with like impulsive buying and stuff?
Okay, so for me, it's like I would say that number one, as of the first step would be really to set a budget, because like me, I don't have a budget. And also telling myself that I don't need a new outfit for every event that I'm going to. This would be like the two things. Other than that, I think I should be good there.
Where will this advice ever work?
So the thing is, so I'm still like actually like I'm just now starting to make my own money. So that's why like I feel like I still need to like
Balance.
No, not even that. Like more like I'm not at that level yet that I want to stop, because like my life is really just starting. So
Voila.
but like eventually I feel like if it's like let's say for example, okay, then like now I'm thinking of like settling down, starting my family, then okay, but like as long as I'm like it's just me, then
Yeah.
I need to live my soft life.
So you're just doing like how? From what you're saying,
Soft life.
you're not
soft
learning.
life.
This is you're gonna learn.
Soft life community.
It's not even about a soft life. It's about you only have one life,
Yeah.
right? If I think about retirement, like I can't even imagine retirement, because like
You need to think of next week.
I need to think of today.
Of even today. Next week. Is
Today is far. So I'm very much, I live for the moment. I'm just like I seek the thrill. Maybe this is a toxic thing about me, but I seek the thrill of the moment, because I imagine moments are important. Your moments are your moments, right? So for me, yes, I've suffered. I've had anxiety because I've had to rob Paul to pay bill to pay Peter and all of that. But honestly, like if I want something, enjoyment, like for me, it's just like just live your best life when you can, right? So many people. So like if I buy an outfit, for example, and I'm just putting it in the wardrobe, like what if I die tomorrow? Whatever, and I haven't. What if I haven't?
Okay, but what if you don't die, Piwe?
Then I can still wear it.
But
You know what I
okay,
mean?
then how do you live? Like, how do you take care of your retirement?
Can I ask you a question? Do you have savings?
I tried.
Because there's also this view that they say like we're one sickness away from being poor.
Yeah.
Because like when you get sick now, it's not about like you should have something saved down. It's not like just living for the now.
Yeah, in Germany, so
it's not all sicknesses that you.
But I try not to think negatively like that. Me, I'm gonna be.
I'm not thinking about dying. Like if you die, So you have to,
But
you have to think about now.
you can die. You can die from anything. You can walk out of here and die. Like you haven't won your.
There has to be a balance.
But I'm not even thinking about sickness. I'm just like,
Just want to live, man.
I just want to live. Can we just live? Like I feel like it's either we are so obsessed about the past and what has happened that causes anxiety, or we're so obsessed about the future, what's going to happen. But the moment is now.
Yeah.
This is your life.
Should we live by this? Or spend?
That's a big question. So, guys, let us know what you think. Do you believe in living in the moment, right? Spending and just living your life, or do you believe in planning and like, I don't know, saving and like, you know, financial plan, 10-year financial plan?
Can't save you. That's what I saw on Instagram.
Wow.
Your savings can't, your savings can't save you.
Wow.
But yeah, I mean, like, guys, like, thanks so much for like all this perspective, and so I'm not sure you really answered my question though.
What was the question?
So like,
Sorry.
what would you wouldn't change anything, like if you were to like.
I would change. The only thing I would change is that I would have more money.
Yo, this episode I'm done.
Honestly,
But I
because
like this energy though. To be honest, guys, like let me be honest with you, like there's a part of me that kind of agrees with this. This your mindset. It's not that bad. If you can have money in this life, have it. Yeah. Have money. They always say like in this life just
Have vex money.
Just have money.
Have vex money.
Vex money. Auf jeden Fall, that's German in any case.
When did we start that one?
Don't worry, now we've started. There was one last thing I wanted to read before we wrap up. I googled like what are some of the most ridiculous things that people spend money on, right? I'm just gonna like maybe 2 or 3. Number 1, in quote, someone said, "I saw a guy spend $44 billion on Twitter." Who is that?
that's real money.
That's a lot of money. That's Elon Musk, actually. Very
He
weird.
can because he's got the money to do that.
Someone said weddings, right? People
I
spend a
don't
lot of
agree.
money on weddings, NFTs,
Absolutely.
televangelists. This one, don't let me talk against it. Someone said designer baby clothes.
Because
I see the way they are saying
it's true.
It's true.
My friend told me of a nurse who bought a handbag for $7,000. Okay.
That's not bad.
Wow. Okay. Spending money on another person to make them love you never works.
Yeah,
Okay.
no.
I don't know. Let me see one. Someone said rent
Just
clothes as well. Designer dogs. Is that even a thing?
Designer dogs.
Yeah.
Or what
okay.
you wear on them, maybe.
Probably. I don't know. Twitter blue check mark. People spend money on a lot of like whatever. But I do hope like you guys listening to us and watching, you've been able to pick like some things, right? Whichever one direction you want to go, whether you want to live in the moment and just make more money, which is what you would change, right? Or kind of like plan and stuff. But I think everyone just think about what is good for you, right? At the end of the day. But thank you for sticking with us through this quite long episode. And we're gonna be back to you guys same time, same channel. Like and subscribe. If you haven't done that, please click on the subscribe button.
Give us a comment of your impulsive.
Exactly. Let's know what are the things what
credit card, I don't know, whatever
so
it is.
so many things now. And we'll see you next time. Thank you to Piwe and Manuuuu. It was good having you guys on the show with us. And until next time, like I like to say, drink water.
Mind your business.
And stay safe.
Stay hydrated.
Bye.